So basically, they're really her teeth. They're just residing in your mouth.
So I could take the teeth or the money, either one?
Plaintiff Melinda Travaglioni claims she loaned her former friend money to fix his teeth, but he never paid her back. She's suing for $4,985. Defendant Derrick Powell claims the plaintiff is the one who breached the contract by cutting off his income after he broke off their romance. He says he owes nothing.
Truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning, Naj.
This is case number 043 on the docket, Travaglioni versus Powell.
Okay. We have the plaintiff here, Melinda Travaglioni, and you are suing Derrick Powell for $5,000 for breach of contract. Is
Yes,
that
sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Melinda, why don't you tell me your side of the case, and then Derrick, I'll come to you and you can answer, okay?
Sound good.
So what's going on here, Melinda?
Well, Your Honor, I met Derrick through my daughter. He used to work with her. He needed a ride one day. I drove him to his secondary job, and we got to know each other. We became friends. I later found out, he was having bad tooth pain. There was abscesses in his mouth where he needed several teeth removed. He needed caps in his mouth. He needed a lot of work done. He wanted to go on a payment plan with my personal dentist. I brought him to my personal dentist to try to help him out. And I said, look, instead of doing it that way, I have some money saved. I can help you so that this way your teeth can get done right, because you have to go on antibiotics. Your blood will go septic.
How much was that?
$4,200.
So he needed help with the teeth, and you saw him as a friend, so
Yes.
You paid for his teeth.
I put him on as my personal care attendant so that this way he can pay me back, where it wasn't cutting into his 2 jobs that he had, so that this way he wouldn't waste his money because he was getting a new apartment with his sister.
You have a personal care assistant?
Yes,
Me.
not anymore.
Okay, but at some point, you saw this as a way for you to be paid back,
Correct.
that you would hire him as the personal care assistant
Correct.
for you.
And that's why we here.
Do you pay him, or?
No, sir, the state pays him.
And you were thinking that the money that he got for being your personal assistant, that could go to repaying the loan you gave him for his teeth.
Or his 2 jobs. Wherever he paid me back from, that was up to him. I just wanted my money
I
back.
see. Okay.
But I was
Yeah.
trying to help him not tap into that money that he needed for his other personal necessities.
What's your take of this?
I was her PCA, and that's how she was gonna get the money back. But she's the one that breached the contract. She's the one that decided to turn the check off.
In other words, if she loaned you the money to get your teeth,
Well, she never gave me the
Then-
money. She paid the money on her own.
yeah,
To
so
the
you could have
dentist.
the teeth.
Yeah.
So basically, they're
But
really her teeth. They're just residing in your mouth.
Exactly. So I could take the teeth or the money, either one?
Well, if it was my other show, she could take your teeth. But we're not going there.
I was gonna pay her the money from the PCA checks, but like I said, she turned the checks off. And then it was more, she wanted me to, kind of like be in a relationship with her. It
Not
wasn't-
true, Your
Oh,
Honor.
so you're saying this was more than her just being your personal care assistant?
Correct.
Not
so,
true, Your Honor.
initially when I came to live with her, like I told her,
Oh, you lived with her? Wait, this is
Yes.
new.
I didn't want him to live with me. I was trying to help him where he can save his money. He didn't want to stay with me. He said, I have other places I could stay. I insisted. I said, stay with me so that this way you can save your money and get your apartment.
How long did he stay with you?
About a month and a half, but he didn't stay there every single night.
She offered me to stay there. I stayed there. I told her my situation. It was pretty much up to her if she wanted to pay the dentist bill. She offered to do it. So of course my teeth were messed up, so I let her do it. I was gonna pay her back, but she breached the contract by canceling out the check.
Did you have a relationship with her?
So yeah, we had a relationship.
Romantic?
They were intimate.
Well, nah,
Was
we
it
were
romantic?
Intimate.
just friends, close
Friends with benefits?
No.
No.
I don't understand what he's saying, and I don't know why his witness is leading him on what to say.
And what is your name?
It's Erilyn. I'm Derrick's sister.
Okay.
I didn't
okay,
even know her
welcome.
name
And
till
what do
right
you
now.
have to- What can you add to this?
Derrick told me that they were having intercourse and that he was dating Melinda, and she signed him up for the PCA check.
That is not
I
true.
told Derrick he shouldn't do it because it was going to his bank account and she was receiving the money.
I
But Derrick didn't
never
listen to me. He continued
Hang on, ma'am.
to accept the money from Melinda.
He
She was
insisted
stalking.
that
You
I-
were stalking him.
Who are you?
I am Zayara.
plaintiff's
I
witness.
am her daughter.
And what can you add to this?
Okay, so I was working at McDonald's with Derrick. They talked at my job, like when my mom came to pick me up. It was never stalking. He worked there, I worked there. I changed my shift because I didn't want my mother even being near him.
All right,
Because he
objection,
told me-
objection.
He told me,
Liars.
he texted me.
You
and
came
he
to my
told
job.
me-
You came to both
Sir,
of my
sir,
jobs.
hang
He
on.
told me
Hang on, sir.
He told me outside of the job, stay out of my face. I said, I don't have a choice. I have to bring my daughter to work. I have to see you.
Regardless of how you both feel about each other now, the fact is she, with her money, paid for your teeth to be fixed. And that, any normal person would say, well, yeah, you owe her the money for having the teeth fixed. For that amount of money, you should pay her back because it's the fair thing to do for the $4,200. But you sued for $4,900.
Yes, sir.
And the extra money, what's that for? Part of it, $400 for weed?
Yes, sir. I didn't buy
What-
him weed, Your Honor. He borrowed the money and got the
Money
weed
so he
with
could
it.
have it.
So whatever
Okay.
he did
So
with
what
that
did you
money,
do with the money I paid you
that
back
was
from
on
the
him.
PCA? then?
Okay.
What
I'm
did
not,
you pay
okay.
back?
He
The
never,
only reason I mentioned
Your
the-
Honor, he took the checks from the PCA, never paid me anything. He would pay me $100 and then borrow $200. So it was going, coming, going, coming. It's all written down. Every time he paid me something, I put the date
Okay.
on it and I showed
I
him.
know. He signed that paper that he owed you $4,900 or whatever dollars.
Yes, sir.
The very next day, you loaned him another $300. So I'm just asking, honestly, what were you thinking?
Okay, that's just my nature. I'm a human being, Your Honor. So if somebody needed the money, I would lend it to them. He took all the PCA checks and never paid me. I don't care if he paid me from the PCA checks or his other two jobs. I don't
Got
want to
it.
name them. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't care where he paid me from as long as he paid me.
What did you pay her back? What money did you pay her back?
I just gave her whatever checks that came. So like, I didn't bring anything with me because I never thought, the situation ended up like this. But when I would get the checks in my Chase account, I just give her the $300 for,
That's a lie, Your
or
Honor.
whatever amount the check was, I give it to her.
Okay.
He's lying
All
under
right.
oath,
She's
Your
the,
Honor.
but didn't she already speak? She's the one.
You're
like I
perjuring
said,
yourself. That's a
but can
lie.
she is the one that decided to breach the contract and turn the checks off.
Excuse
Okay.
me, Your Honor, I turned the checks off because he was not
turned the
paying
check off.
me.
You turned
He
the
was
check-
not
Okay.
paying them. He was pocketing them.
Ms.
And then he
Travioni,
told
stop
me.
But then
Speaking.
why would you give me some more money if I was pocketing it?
All right.
That doesn't make any sense.
Were you, with your PCA license, I guess,
Yeah.
were you officially working for her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are suing because you want repayment of a loan.
Yes, sir. I have a promissory note, Your Honor, that he insisted.
You have a promissory note.
Yes, sir. That he
Okay, let me-
insisted that I write up for me to sign.
didn't insist that you write nothing up. That sound crazy.
Excuse me.
Let's get to this promissory note. I, Derrick Powell, owe the sum of $4,985.94 to one Melinda Travaglioni. I'm due to pay back this money weekly. The money was lent to me in the month of November 2019. I, Melinda Travaglioni, am aware that Derrick Powell will be paying me back weekly. Time is of the essence. And you both signed it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there is this promissory note. The only thing before me that I can enforce is what is a contract. The extra $300 that
Yes,
the
sir.
plaintiff, the Melinda, you put on there,
Yes, sir.
that came the next day.
Correct.
And he did not sign to that.
No,
so
sir.
I'm not recognizing that extra $300. You agreed to repay her $4,985. And based on that, I fined for the plaintiff for $4,985.
Thank you, Your Honor.
When she invited me to her house, she didn't want me to stay in the living room. She wanted me to be in the bedroom.
I hope Derrick enjoyed it because he pocketed every single check and didn't do his job correctly.
I ended it because, she's just not the, most attractive woman,
I helped him and brought him to my house. but I didn't want to tell his business. But since he wanted to go there, let's ride.